I'd like everybody's attention, please. Thank you so much. All right, two things before we get started. I hope that you, all those that wanted one, got a bracelet. You can wear your DY proudly. And secondly, we are streaming all of the class meetings. So we are fortunate enough to have Mr. Winham's broadcasting class film our class meetings, and then they are going to be posted on DY Media 1 and shared with all of your families. So I want all of the information that I am sharing with you today to be the same information that families see, and we can all support this together. So we're really lucky to have that opportunity. So welcome to your 9th grade year at DY. We can go to the next slide. All right, hang tight. I am Mrs. Bennett. If we have not met, I am your principal. Here we have our administration, so Mr. Bamberry, grades 9 and 10, Mrs. Dick, the assistant principal for curriculum and testing, Mrs. Kimmick for grades 11 and 12. I'm just going to ask that it's a little quieter, please, so we can get through this. Thank you. Mr. Evans, Dean of Students, and Miss O'Connor, Athletic Director. She's at an MIAA meeting today, but I will get any questions that you guys have to her. And then class advisor, is the class advisor in the house? I think it's Mr. Koulis. Am I correct? Okay. Mr. Koulis, I'm using this slide for all class meetings. Mr. Koulis is your class advisor. So the student government, they work closely with Mr. Koulis, but if you guys want to have any 9th grade specific events that you want to fundraise for, that Mr. Koulis is your person to go through, and any fundraising that you do that gets you to an amazing senior week and prom is going to start with Mr. Koulis this year. Next slide. All right, you may have already seen this, but we have a lot of values, a lot of words, a lot of pillars that guide how we expect you to function during your high school career at DY. So the first one is our district core values. Our core values are equity, dignity, excellence, community, and integrity. That's for all students K to 12, and that's for all buildings in the district. Next slide. But here at the high school, we have something called the vision of the graduate. This is what we envision all graduates of DY will accomplish while they're here. That's at the high school. You are a communicator, a problem solver, an innovator, a community member, and a lifelong learner. You may be asking yourself, how am I going to achieve all of this in my 5 years here? Next slide. Well, one big major part of that is going to be through your academic progress. Now, I really like this message up here about grades. The biggest font here says your grades won't dictate your future, but they do tell a story. The story of moments you chose discipline over distraction, responsibility over excuses, growth over comfort. They're not a measure of your worth, but a reflection of your journey. You are building your transcript starting now. You are building your GPA, that's your grade point average. You're building your rank in your class. Someone in this room is going to be the top academically in your class. A few of you are going to be the top 10% of your class. That is part of your story. It's part of what your transcript says to colleges, military, jobs on paper. So your grades aren't your worth, but they tell those moments where you chose responsibility over distraction. You chose, commitment. You chose the hard route over the easy route. So be mindful of your grades and how you are progressing academically. How you manage that is Power School. You are all very familiar with Power School. My best analogy with Power School is it's like a bank account. My bank does not tell me when I've overdrafted. They just love to throw on the overdraft charges. It's my job to make sure that I have enough money in my bank account. It's your job to make sure that you are passing your classes. If you missed an assignment, you know you missed it. you know that's going to impact your grade. You need to keep track of your grades and how you're doing in your classes because you're the one responsible for the work. So please check PowerSchool so that you know up to date how you are in your classes. Additionally, you are going to achieve the vision of a graduate with the Dolphin Way. I intentionally chose pictures of graduation. This is all of our ultimate goal. That's my ultimate goal for you, and it's your ultimate goal. So in those moments, in these 5 years or 4 more years, when you are making decisions and there's distraction, there's temptation, there's stress, there's worries, if you're making decisions and functioning by being here, being responsible, and being respectful, you are going to have success. You are going to be successful. I'm not saying it's easy, but that's what that diploma represents, that you stuck through all what was asked of you during high school and you earned that diploma. This matrix hopefully has been shared with you from teachers, but we have what the Dolphin Way looks like in all settings, in the hallway, in the cafeteria, and in the classroom. So your teachers have certainly communicated the classroom, and I have a few more slides that talk about the cafeteria and the hallway. But if you're thinking about being here, being responsible, being respectful, you're going to be in good shape. Next slide. Okay, the biggest thing about the Dolphin Way is being here. We can't even begin to achieve all of those other responsibilities and asks of high school if you're not here. So I'm just going to explain this chart to you very briefly. If you are absent more than 10% of a school year, that's 18 days, you are in a different category titled chronically absent. So this chart has students that are categorized as chronically absent, DY students, this is from last year, and students who are not chronically absent. So blue are students who are chronically absent, they've missed 18 or more school days. Orange is not chronically absent, they've missed less than 17 days of school. That's their MCAS achievement. So it shows visually students who miss 10% of school achieve below, much below, students that are here every day. So if you are here and you're missing less than 10% of school, you are going to achieve more. So I hope we're putting that correlation together. It matters that you are here. You are going to be more academically successful just by showing up. Next slide. Okay, Dolphin Home and Dolphin Time. This is a way to support you when you are here. Again, you guys, most of you had experience last year. Dolphin Home is on Mondays. Next week, we are going to start this Tuesday through Friday. It's going to be Dolphin Time. You may be asked by a teacher to attend Dolphin Time. You may have a choice on who your Dolphin Time class is. The biggest thing to note is that it is a scheduled class on your schedule. It is not a time to be wandering. It's not a time to run errands. If you are all caught up and you get to choose your Dolphin Time and you're really in good standing with your classes, take it as a brain break. Read for a half an hour. But that brain break is not going to be wandering the hallways. Next slide. E-Hall Pass, again, I'm going to go through this quickly. You're all familiar with E-Hall Pass. I can't stress enough that you need an E-Hall Pass when you leave your classroom. This enhances the positive interactions you're going to have in the hallway. When administration and myself personally asks you, hey, what's up? Where are you headed? That's me just trying to start a conversation with you. I'm not trying to get you. I'm not trying to start conflict. So when you have that E-Hall Pass, it alleviates that conversation, and I can say, hey, what do you think about the class that you're headed to? Or, I can have some follow-up questions. But it's a way for me to get to know you, especially being the principal. A big way I get to know students is from my interactions in the hallway. So E-Hall Pass just increases the amount of positive interactions we have. And then by the time you're a junior and a senior, that trust has already been built, and those conversations, are a little bit more positive. Next slide. Cell phones, you can go to the next slide. I think we know the expectation. The expectation is that phones are out of sight during direct instruction. The way that we support that they're out of sight is your phones are in the phone locker at the start of class, and you get your phone at the end of class. If that proves to be a struggle for you, we have 3 tiers to help support you. All of the tiers are going to include a phone call home and you getting your phone back at 2:04. The first time we keep your phone, you get it back at 2:04, we call home. Second time, we may add some disciplinary action, some type of detention. The third time is going to be a family meeting. So I really cannot stress enough, you are responsible for putting your phone in the phone locker. We will support you if that proves to be a challenge for you. You get your phone back at 2:04 every single time. So it's my expectation that not a single staff member in this building is arguing with you about your phone. You will get it back at 2:04. We're going to increase the support and we're going to include home, but there is no argument. Your phone is in the locker or it's in the office until 2:04. Next slide. Dress code. Again, this is a lot of language. This is in the handbook and we'll talk about that soon. My 2 main things with dress code is that it doesn't distract from the learning process and it doesn't harm or cause any destruction to the building. So if you keep your dress appropriate to be in a building with about 1,200 people and we can focus on learning given that this is an academic institution and your dress does not cause any harm or destruction to property in this building, we're in good shape. Another piece of that, it's up to the discretion of administration. So you may have thought you were leaving the house appropriately, and we may tell you this is not appropriate. And again, we're going to support you in being appropriate so you can go back to class, but it's again not up for discussion. We are the ones that get to decide where the appropriateness lies. Cafeteria. All right, we've been off to a decent start, but a couple of things I want to highlight. The picture up top is our German club hosting a game night with our German exchange students that we have a partner school in Germany. They utilize the cafeteria. It's a community space. We can only use that as a community space if it's clean and kept up and it's not a mess and we can utilize it for the community. So again, 350 kids go through each lunch. We have 2 custodian and staff members. It's nobody's job to pick up after 350 kids. It's your responsibility to pick up after 1 person yourself. So the picture below is how the cafeteria or how the table was left during the first week of school. That's not acceptable. That is not a table that anyone besides you should have to clean up after. So it's not mine or it's not me. We're cleaning up all of our tables when we're eating during lunch. The next piece, I cannot stress this enough. You are staying in the caf and as close to sitting with your friends as you possibly can until the bell rings. You get a 25-minute lunch break. Utilize that lunch break. Talk to your friends. Listen to music with your earbuds. Chill out for 25 minutes. When you start storming the doors, it causes anxiety for other students as well, that they feel like they need to get to the door. You're going to get to your class on time, I'm telling you. So please, enjoy your lunch, stay seated as best you can or as close to your tables until the bell rings. Okay, again, being here, being responsible, be respectful in the hallways and with the bathrooms. Again, when you maintain responsibility, you respond when you're addressed, you keep it honest, you keep it safe, that increases the positive interactions you're going to have, and it increases our trust in you. So if we can keep our hallways and bathrooms clean, positive, responsible, we're going to be in good shape. Next slide. Okay, I have 2 different student advisory councils. This presentation is going to be posted on the Lagoon. These councils all meet once a month. The Student Advisory Council is a small group of students, all grade levels that I meet with, and we talk about how we can improve the student experience here at DY. My multilingual student advisory group is specific to multilingual students, students that speak fluently more than 1 language. And so our target more is how do we improve the experience of our multilingual learners in DY. So these are hyperlinks. If you're interested, it's during Dolphin time, like I said, once a month. There's about 12 or so of us that meet. If you're interested, fill out this form and I will reach out to you to become a member of the advisory council. Just a little plug for that. These are good things. These are good leadership positions to have when you want to apply for a job or attend a college. Not only could you possibly ask for a letter of recommendation from the principal, but you also can say you were a member of this and you had a voice in at DY. I actually just nominated a member of the Student Advisory Council to a conference that's held at the state level in Washington, D.C., and that happened through getting to know each other from the council. So if you're interested, go to the Lagoon and check out these links. Co-curriculars, get involved in a club. I said this to you last year. Try something, try something, try something. If you don't like it in 8th and 9th grade, you have time to try something new. If you really like it, you're going to be part of something for 5 years and potentially hold a leadership role in an organization, which again elevates you when you leave high school. Next slide is athletics. Same thing. Try a sport. You have an opportunity now to try a sport in the fall or a sport in the winter and try another one next winter and really solidify your spot on a team by the time you're a junior or senior. Next slide. Okay, good, I got some time. All right, Dolphin Dash. This is another fundraiser that everything that we raise at the Dolphin Dash goes right back to student athletes and students in the band and chorus orchestra programs. So everything comes back to DY. It's a 5K road race. We are going to have vendors selling, you know, local artists, but we're also going to have a Dunkin' refresher truck there. So it's a great community event. You definitely sign up to run, but if you want to just come and hang out and check out what we have going on, tell your family, tell your friends. I just did the route yesterday, so it's a really fun race. Next slide. All right, family and student handbook. Do not sign anything you haven't read. I am asking you to sign an acknowledgement form that you have read the handbook. All of that has gone out in Parent Square, so you have to read the handbook and sign that you've read it. I'm going to be pushing out more links to this, especially at open house Thursday night, to make sure you read the handbook and sign that you've read it. Next slide. Support. I know this is a lot. I gave a ton of information. You now, like I said, beginning your rank, beginning your GPA in 9th grade, it's a big deal. You're now getting your credits to graduate. We are here to support you. We are here to help you. I presented to the staff in the beginning of the year all of the staff members that are behind each student, and in doing the math, each of you come with around 13 staff members that are willing to support you between your teachers, your counselor, school psychologist, social worker, administrator, coaches. You all come with a huge support system in this building. So if it's beginning to be a struggle for the Dolphin Way or the Vision of the Graduate, reach out. All you need to do is say that you need some help, and we will take it from there. So we are here to help you. We are here to support you. You can keep going. We got some juniors and senior slides. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, communication. I'm sending your parents the Google Classroom code for the Lagoon so they can get student announcements. The virtual backpack is a great place to get student announcements if you want to join a club and you don't know when they meet or who the advisor is. All of that information is in the Lagoon and in the virtual backpack. Next slide. Helpful information. In addition to Dolphin time, your teachers have an extra help hour after school. Late buses are going to start next week. They will pick you up at 4 o'clock. You need to be with an adult after school. You cannot be here after school without an adult. There's the handbook, receipt of acknowledgement, attendance. Can't stress that enough. Next slide. Yes, I'm so happy. Okay, you don't have to do this now. We have 2 minutes. This is a QR code. If you have any questions from all of the information that was shared, you can scan this QR code. You might not, oh yeah, you don't have your devices. I will even take questions for 2 minutes if you want, or you guys can talk amongst yourselves, but this will be posted if you want to go to this link and ask me any questions. I'm here to answer your questions. So you got 2 minutes. Hang tight till the bell. Thank you so much. You guys now give yourselves a round of applause. Don't leave. Don't leave. You're going to stay till the bell.